That was a low plane. Hey guys, it's Ed, and I'm going to do a video today on showing you how to get the fibres from bramble so you can make things like cordage from them. In this woodland here, I'm surrounded by brambles everywhere. I think brambles are very good for bushcraft. It's a huge resource. It makes food and we can make teas from it. It provides protection and shelter as well. So down in this hollow bit, I'm less likely to get crosswinds. And also it provides like a natural barrier for things not coming through, like people and stuff like that. So, because people don't want to walk through them. But today I'm going to show you how to get the fibres from them. Now you don't need like a lot of tools. I haven't got gloves with me today either to show you how like easy you can do this. I do just have a multi-tool. Now I suggest a multi-tool and just getting a little knife out. And all we need to do now is find a nice long strand. Now this is like summer, so as you can see, like the flowers are here and this will go on for a bit longer. It just doesn't work in winter. So don't do it then, do it when you get nice green long leafy bits, right? So let's find a piece here. So I've got one just here, huge one actually, look. So I'm going to cut it from the base. So I've got access from the base here and I can pull it out. So in this one in particular, I don't have a lot of thorns on. They're quite spaced apart, which is kind of good. And we just gently brush it with our knife to knock all the leaves off. We start to process it down. Then when you get towards the top, don't know if you can see that, but it goes from a more woody colour to this fleshy stuff. And we don't really want the fleshy stuff. So take that off. So I have this one here, and as you can see, there's still thorns and spikes all over it. And I have another one here that's processed, and it's got even more thorns all over it. This is very scary looking, this one. But if you start from one end, any end, you just get a little purchase on it with your fingers. Use the back of your knife. Use the front of the knife if you want. I prefer the back of the knife because you get a bit more control. You just need to smack the thorns off, literally like that. Now all those thorns are off. I can literally hold it. All these thorns here, I can use the back of the knife. Now we're only doing this really to make it easy for us to process so we can handle it. So I have 3 pieces here that I've been working on. All the thorns have been knocked off. Now, as we can see through the cross section, it's got like a pithy core and it's got this like outer sheath. And in between the core and the outer sheath, there's this other layer, and that's the layer we're after. Take a knife and you can simply go down the center of it and basically begin to split that off. Go super slow. You hit like little nodules and stuff like that. Don't try and force the knife through. Wiggle it side to side, create that space, and eventually it makes its way through. If you find yourself going off to one side too much, go pull on the other side and cut in. It digs in. So if I start to taper off this side, I'd pull in this way, and likewise that way if I go too far the other way. So split them. I'm just going to split the other 2 now. So here I have my 3 brambles split into 6 pieces lengthways, and we're going to take one of them, and what you'll notice is the layers start to separate. So I'm just going to break them through, put them out. So that inside core we can get rid of. Then we're left with this outer sheath looking stuff, but the outer stuff we don't actually want. So you'll find it does scrape off. Eventually some bits pull off. You get nice fibres like that, which turn to lots of little strands. We can do all sorts of things. We can do like this, we can rough it up, and you start to see the layers actually lift. Yeah, I don't know if you can see that. You don't need to do this bit because you could just use that and get loads of it together, and it's just like, look how long these fibres are. Got loads of them. To help things move along, so we can get like a tool, and we use like, I'm I'm going to use like the back of my saw because it's got like a bit of a 90-degree there, and I'm just going to try and deflesh basically. Keep going, keep processing it down until you get to these sort of fibres like this. Then we can leave them to dry, and then we can break them up into finer fibres and start to twist them. I don't know if you can see that on there, but there are fine strands here. So I'll hang these up to dry and I'll process some more. So I've got these two pieces here, which I'm just going to remove the insides and leave them as that for like lashing and cordage, just to show you. So this will still be quite strong, just not as strong as if you render it down like properly. Look very neat, but that's turning into some rope. Obviously you can use it as lashings as it is, which I probably recommend in this state, because you can process that down quite quickly and just lash things up. Like this is just taking longer, isn't it? Look at all these nice long fibres. The fibres can be separated, so you can go really fine with this. So ideally we'd let this dry, and that would reduce it down, it would shrink a bit, and you can slightly hydrate again to make it a bit supple. That's the ideal scenario, but we're just going to crack on. As you can see, it twists into a much finer fibres and material. We're going to go from there. Just going to neat this one up a bit, chop off the little tag ends that pokes out. Just take the end off. Take a smaller piece. There we go, there's 4 sort of different examples of lashings and cordage you can make with brambles, and I just used my Victorinox multi-tool. Obviously we can use just the outer sheath of the plant, removing the pithy core, and you still have this outer like bark, but the fibres are on the inside, so you can do lashings and stuff. It's actually quite good because you can get quite a lot of them quite easily. And you can just lash things together. You can obviously twist that itself. I did it while it was green, which is not really advised, but temporary lashing. So you could twist that outer bark and do it like that, or you could remove the outer bark, leaving the inner fibres, and here we have a more refined cordage you can get from there. So it's a nice thicker piece, and that's super quick. I could do this a lot neater, not finer. Here's a finer piece, and I could go smaller than that because I could halve that easily. There's it. So I hope you enjoyed that and hope someone learned something here, and thank you for watching, and I'll catch you on the next one.